Have you ever made a choice so seemingly insignificant, so utterly routine, that you'd never guess it's quietly dismantling the very foundation of your health, cell by cell, stealing years from your life, and draining your vitality before you even notice it's gone? What if I told you that right now, as you watch this, a hidden biological key is waiting within you, and the difference between a life cut short and one filled with vibrant, lasting strength hinges on how you perform the most mundane daily acts? Here at Senior Wellness Hive, we uncover the truths behind longevity, and today's revelation might just be the most profound yet. The secret isn't locked away in a rare berry from a remote jungle or a $1,000 supplement bottle. It's not found in a futuristic medical procedure. The most powerful longevity code is embedded in the boring, everyday habits we perform on autopilot, the very ones we dismiss as trivial. This truth is written in the lives of American medical pioneers who are still practicing medicine, performing surgeries, and living with a clarity and energy that would exhaust someone half their age, well into their 90s and beyond. These aren't just doctors giving lectures. They are living, breathing proof that a long life isn't merely a genetic lottery ticket. It is a conscious, deliberate creation built daily. Think of physicians like Dr. Robert Evans, still consulting at 102, or Dr. Helen Carter, a competitive masters athlete, at 104. Their lifestyles, when analyzed, reveal a startling, beautiful pattern. The pattern isn't about some exotic superfood or a mysterious pill. It's rooted in a series of profoundly simple, almost countercultural principles about eating and living that fly in the face of modern health trends. When researchers at Stanford University's Longevity Project analyzed the lifestyles of over 800 American centenarians, they discovered data that challenges everything we think we know. These individuals weren't following fad diets or chasing the latest superfood craze. They adhered to gentle, natural rules so basic that most of us overlook their monumental importance. And perhaps the most shocking twist? The master key these physicians discovered isn't primarily about what you eat. It's overwhelmingly about how and when you eat it. Emerging science suggests this specific methodology can influence up to 80% of your longevity potential. Yet, an overwhelming majority of people do the exact opposite every single day, unknowingly sabotaging their own cellular renewal. This is that key. And when applied, it allows every cell in your body to fortify itself, crafting a life that is not just longer, but louder, more capable, and radically alive. Let's walk through these transformative principles together, painted through the lens of these remarkable American lives. The first and most immediate rule revolves around a factor so simple it's often ignored: the temperature of what you consume. While Western medicine is just beginning to grasp the profound implications, this wisdom has been practiced for generations in cultures known for longevity. The warmth of your food and drink isn't a minor detail. It's a direct signal to your body's core metabolic engine, determining whether it runs efficiently or struggles in the cold. Consider the work of Dr. Michael Sullivan, who spent decades studying centenarian communities across the United States. He observed that individuals who made a habit of consuming warm meals and beverages throughout the day maintained remarkably resilient digestive systems. Their markers for systemic inflammation were consistently lower. The science behind this is elegant and logical. When you ingest something cold, especially at the start of a meal, your stomach must work overtime, expending precious metabolic energy to heat that substance to your core body temperature. This isn't a tiny amount of energy. This is energy diverted from the critical, life-sustaining work of cellular repair, immune surveillance, and detoxification. It's like asking a master craftsman to stop building a house to go chop firewood for warmth. A long-term study from the University of Colorado followed adults for 15 years. Those who began their day with warm water and consistently chose warm drinks with meals experienced a significant reduction in chronic digestive complaints and constipation. This isn't just a statistic. It's a story told by our own physiology. Imagine your digestive system as a warm, welcoming hearth. Tossing ice cubes into that fire doesn't just cool it momentarily. It disrupts the entire environment, making it harder for the flames to do their work of transformation. Cold consumption can slow enzymatic activity, hinder nutrient absorption, and leave your internal system sluggish. The traditional concept, sometimes called the digestive fire, is supported by modern biochemistry. Our digestive enzymes operate at peak efficiency at body temperature. Icing them down can reduce their power dramatically. The practical application from our elder physicians is beautifully straightforward. They start their day not with a shock of cold juice or iced coffee, but with a cup of warm water or gentle herbal tea. Not scalding, just comfortably warm. At meals, they sip on warm broth or tea instead of ice water. They are mindful, especially in summer or around meal times, to not douse their internal fire. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy a cold treat. Timing is the true master. The guidance is to wait at least 30 minutes after a meal before introducing something cold, allowing the stomach to complete its work undisturbed. For maximum benefit, make warm water your constant companion. Keep a thermos nearby. Add a slice of lemon for flavor if you like. Within days, you may notice your digestion feels lighter, bloating diminishes, and a more steady energy emerges. Now, the second principle shifts our focus from temperature to time, the powerful concept of your eating window. These long-lived doctors practice a simple yet potent strategy. They condense all their daily food consumption into a 10 to 12-hour period. At first glance, this may sound familiar, but its true power lies in its ability to trigger one of the body's most profound cellular renewal processes, autophagy. Autophagy is the body's innate recycling and cleanup program. It's when your cells break down old, damaged, or dysfunctional components and reuse the raw materials to build fresh, healthy ones. It's a nightly tune-up, a restorative process essential for longevity. Research, including work by American Nobel laureates, has shown that allowing a fasting window of about 14 to 16 hours overnight, which includes your sleep time, can optimize this cellular housekeeping. A study from the University of California followed participants who maintained a consistent 12-hour eating window. They showed dramatically lower rates of metabolic syndrome and significantly reduced inflammatory markers compared to those who grazed from early morning until late night. The crucial point here is that this is not about starvation or drastic calorie reduction. It's about giving your body a substantial, undisturbed break from the constant work of digestion. The typical routine of these individuals might be breakfast at 7 a.m., lunch around noon, and dinner finished by 7 p.m. After that, only water or tea until morning. This extended pause provides the necessary time for repair, regeneration, and resetting insulin sensitivity. Your growth hormones get a boost, and your brain produces proteins that protect and nourish nerve cells, sharpening your mind. The insight here is about gentle consistency. Find a time frame that fits your life, perhaps an 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. window, and adhere to it most days. If you currently eat from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., don't jump to an 8-hour window overnight. Gently nudge your dinner earlier by 30 minutes each week. Let your body adapt gracefully to this new rhythm, and you will unlock the deep, cleansing benefits of autophagy. The third rule brings us to the beauty of the plate, the rainbow strategy. In some American longevity hotspots, like certain communities in California and Colorado, researchers like Dr. Sarah Jenkins found cancer rates significantly lower than national averages. A common thread? These communities naturally incorporated a wide spectrum of colors into their daily meals. Each color in whole foods represents a different family of protective, powerful nutrients. Red foods offer lycopene and anthocyanins, guarding your heart. Orange and yellow provide beta-carotene and flavonoids, boosting immunity and vision. Green vegetables are rich in chlorophyll and folate, aiding your body's natural detox pathways. White foods, like onions and garlic, contain allicin, a potent antimicrobial. Purple and blue foods deliver antioxidants that are particularly protective of brain health and cognitive function. When you combine these colors on your plate, they create a synergistic effect. The nutrients in one color can enhance the absorption and efficacy of the others. The centenarians didn't use complex charts. They simply aimed for variety. A typical lunch might be a piece of grilled salmon, pink/orange, a large spinach salad with avocado, green, a side of roasted purple sweet potatoes, and a small serving of black beans. It's visual, simple, and incredibly effective for nourishing the body at a cellular level. Let's pause and consider the power of these first 3 rules combined: warming your digestive system, condensing your eating into a defined window, and flooding your body with a rainbow of nutrients. This trio alone sets a formidable foundation for cellular health. But the wisdom goes deeper. The fourth principle, famously observed in long-lived communities, is the 80% rule. The practice is to stop eating when you feel about 80% full, not stuffed. Dr. Alan West, who studied centenarians in Texas, noted that this habit naturally leads to a mild, sustainable reduction in calorie intake. This isn't about hunger. It's about creating a state of gentle caloric restriction, which is one of the most robust scientific triggers for longevity pathways. It activates genes called sirtuins, which help repair DNA, reduce inflammation, and slow age-related decline. Individuals who practice this often have cardiovascular systems that scan years younger than their chronological age. How do you know when you've reached 80%? The key is to eat slowly. Put your fork down between bites. Chew thoroughly, 20 to 30 times per mouthful. This not only begins digestion in the mouth, but also gives your brain, which lags about 20 minutes behind your stomach, the time to receive the "I'm getting full" signals. Using smaller plates can also help create this automatic portion control. The fifth rule involves embracing the world of fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, these are staples in the diets of the healthiest elders. Research from institutions like the Mayo Clinic indicates that the gut microbiomes of long-lived individuals are distinct, teeming with a diverse array of beneficial bacteria. Fermented foods act as natural probiotics, seeding your gut with these friendly microbes. A healthy gut flora is linked to everything from improved immune function and reduced inflammation to better mental health and more efficient production of certain vitamins. It's not an exaggeration to say that nurturing your gut is a direct investment in your overall vitality. The sixth rule is about the order in which you eat your food: vegetables and fiber first, then proteins and fats, and finally, any starches or sugars. Studies from Harvard have demonstrated that this simple sequential eating can blunt the spike in blood sugar by a substantial margin after a meal. The fiber from the vegetables forms a sort of net in your intestines, slowing the absorption of everything that follows. The protein and fats trigger hormones that further slow stomach emptying. By the time you get to those complex carbohydrates, your body processes them in a slow, steady stream, preventing the damaging sugar surges that lead to inflammation and accelerated aging. This is a powerful, free tool for metabolic stability. Finally, the seventh ritual is a specific morning practice: drinking a substantial amount of warm water upon waking. Research, including work reviewed by the National Institutes of Health, suggests that drinking about 16 ounces of warm water on an empty stomach can help flush the digestive tract, rehydrate the system, and gently kickstart metabolism. It signals the body's natural detoxification processes to begin and prepares the digestive tract for the day ahead. The water should be pleasantly warm, not hot. Those who follow this practice regularly often report improved digestion, clearer skin, and more consistent energy. For the deepest benefit, drink this water first thing, then wait at least 45 minutes before having breakfast, allowing the internal cleansing cycle to complete. Together, these 7 principles form a complete lifestyle architecture. They don't just add years to your life, they add vibrant, powerful life to your years. The nonagenarian physicians among us aren't superhuman. They have simply aligned their daily habits with these timeless, biological truths. Your body has the inherent capacity to thrive for a century. It simply needs the right environment and the correct signals. These rules work with your body's innate intelligence, not against it. Start with one, master it, then add another. In a matter of months, you will feel the difference in your bones, in your mind, in your energy. You will understand why these wise physicians say that a healthy, extended lifespan is ultimately a matter of choice, built one conscious, warm, colorful, and well-timed meal at a time. This is the path to unlocking your own cellular potential. This is the mission of Senior Wellness Hive.